Hello and welcome back to some more Dominion ladder games. This time you're starting from above level 60, so I'd love to improve on that, but really just maintaining it would probably be pretty good. I guess, lowering fee and all that. If I can maintain Mu, then my level will go up. So I guess what I really mean is maintaining the Mu. Alright, so we've got our opponent opening Soothsayer. So they're not going to be able to get a battle plan, so it's not imperative that we get one ourselves. League of Shopkeepers. Get that. There is some Sycophant Diplomat synergy here. We want to get a develop. We want to get a research. Maybe we do open battle plan. We could open develop research, I guess. Yeah, actually, let's do that. There's cheap cards that we're going to be reasonably happy to take. And yeah, then we want to get battle plans. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and top deck a battle plan and buy a battle plan. So do we want to rotate that battle plan and buy an archer? Probably. Let's go ahead and... Well, we could keep the research in the oh no, wait, we're gonna buy an archer, that's right. Alright, triggered the shuffle or no? Probably not. What are we buying here? We could take a Sycophant. We don't have the Diplomat yet, but it seems a... I don't think we want research and develop missing our shuffle. Silver. Yeah, take a Sycophant. Okay, we're gonna play Archer here, I guess. It's pretty unfortunate, but I'm not super interested in Soothsayer. I think I would rather just take a Diplomat here. It would have synergy with Battle Plan, but I don't really want to add the... We might want to rotate here. Not here, but with the next battle plan. So if we draw our Sycophant, we can afford a Warlord. If we don't draw it, then I think we rotate. Okay. We have to not research, which does suck. But... Oh, wait. Yeah, we do have to do that, yeah. Alright, well, we get to afford Warlord here unless we get Archer attacked. If we do get Archer attacked, it's actually Possible we should protect Archer? Yeah, I think I actually am going to do that. So that we can get another Warlord. I don't really know why I discard the gold there, actually. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So this is actually pointless to react, because we're going to draw a card anyway. Okay, so we can research a state. And then we're down to 4 cards, and we can activate the Diplomat. I think that's better than playing the Sycophant. Rotating this doesn't have a whole lot of value. I mean, taking a second Archer is actually not crazy. Especially if we do end up taking a Soothsayer. We don't really care about getting the 3rd battle plan, I don't think, because our opponent does have it. Although they aren't going to be playing their Warlords consistently. We also rotate twice. We get more value out of that second Archer, at least. But I think, I mean, I want to get another Diplomat first. Yeah. I can just don't rotate. We got a problem here. Is that we cannot develop and still buy Diplomat. We can buy another Sycophant, and then we start getting +1 coin from playing it, which is not atrocious, but I guess we could rat the Sycophant and buy another Sycophant. We could also develop the Sycophant. That doesn't seem correct. Oh, no, we can't rat and buy a Sycophant, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But the fact that we get +1 coin for it now should help. I think that applies even if we use Way of the Rat. We don't want to rotate. I think we discard the coppers here and plan to develop the curse. And I think we want another Diplomat badly enough that we're just going to not worry about having 5 coins. It's too bad that we have like managed to go so long without finding our Warlords. Actually kind of impressive. Oh, I did play a Warlord last turn. Right. Assume, yeah, Archer. Bought another gold. Oh. Alright. Yeah, once again, there's no real reason to rotate. We'll play this. And do the Sycophant. Actually get 4 coins. I would have liked to see my research or my develop here. I think I might actually be meant to discard a state here. They have a trasher in hand. Oh, they don't have a develop, and okay, never mind. Because they've got the research stuff set aside. Okay, so one thing I haven't really been thinking about is, are we actually building towards Triumph? Like, it's going to be hard to get a lot of gains here. Herbalist is the only plus buy. I think we still just want more diplomats mostly, even though we have 9 coins and it feels kind of like overkill. Eventually, develop can gain a bunch of cards at once. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess in theory we can. If you take Soothsayer, you could develop gold into like bank and 5, and then. Okay, so they're provincing. I am not too bothered by that. We should not have any estates left, so I think we can just research a copper. Although I guess maybe we prefer to sycophant, discard 3 coppers, and then research another one that we draw later. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Yeah. That's not what I wanted to look at. Action buy. So we can get buys on sycophant. I'm wondering if I should research sycophant here. Develop copper by diplomat. I think that's a good idea. I would like to get the buy on sycophant. That I think will be, well, that'll certainly be a lot better than herbalist. Okay, so I think we do now react with the diplomat. What we set aside? Archer Curse. Maybe that was not great. Whatever. Yeah, with this did not pan out at all. We're gonna buy a sycophant here, and then we'll be up to 9 favors. I think I'm gonna discard the research. Between territory and getting some plus buy, I think we'll be in. So we have a warlord in play. We also have a sycophant. I don't think we react. Second sycophant, which means let's go ahead and draw again with the battle plan. Okay, so sycophant. Discarding that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually need to do it again. That's annoying. Now, this didn't quite work out as I would have liked. Still need another sycophant. Ah. Should I just buy it? I think the answer is actually yes. Okay, so you start with Warlord. I have a Warlord in play. You have a research coming in. I will react. Actually, I have to discard Diplomat. I guess I do. Let's go ahead and develop Curse. Do this. Oh, I'm Warlorded? That's annoying. Okay, well. Silver or research? I'm gonna say research. Alright, we need to figure out what we're doing at this point. Do we actually want a soothsayer? We're gonna go for triumph stuff. We do. Still a ways away from having real deck control, but develop stuff plus triumph should give us points that would be useful, so I'm gonna go for it. Oh, we didn't find a warlord? Okay, well, we found that warlord anyway. I would like to develop a copper, but this is awkward. This was a pretty bad draw. And we can hit 8 and 2 buys here. What do we do with that? We might want to second develop, I guess. Oh, you have to discard any cards. Right, I forgot about that. Alright, let's go. Could take that second archer. I mean, we are probably ultimately going to want more diplomats as well. Okay. The sycophants not lining up with the diplomats is really annoying. It is really annoying. Guess we're gonna play the archer. We don't need to do that. This could definitely be one of those cases where I am trying too hard to do stuff. Oh wait, no, we should start with research because we might want to activate a battle plan. I guess Soothsayer versus Warlord, it doesn't really matter, but okay, here what we do is we rat Sycophant, and then we do that with Sycophant. So how many cards do we gain? Just 2, right? The gold. And the Sycophant. We could still do like Sycophant, Sycophant, Triumph. I guess. Not that all the extra favors really do anything, but the Sycophants are alright cards in the deck. There's definitely anti-synergy between the Warlord and the Diplomat. I think it's still necessary to do it because of the attack, but it's really too bad we didn't find the Archer. I think 2 Archers even would have been good. Yeah, this doesn't work. Man. We just don't know these diplomats very well. Okay, we've got a Sycophant and a Diplomat. Should be able to make this work this turn. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. So research copper is not enough, so we want to start with Sycophant. I don't really want my opponent to take another archer, I guess. I don't know, maybe I would. Whatever. Don't find my Warlord again, man. Ugh. Could be correct to discard research there, but that's what I'm going with. Gain a gold per empty supply pile. I'm not really excited about getting another gold. I mean, I probably should take a province if I'm not going to take territory, though. Gain any extra cards. Oh, I guess territory gold triumph is like okay. Not great. 3-point triumph. Yeah. Let's go province develop. I think we wanted a state. I think we go warlord diplomat here. Yeah, that was gonna be a risk. We just play the battle plan. Try to find something better for the sycophant as card. I think so. Okay, developing the sycophant is certainly an option. Be developing it into a develop, I guess. We could also play it as we have a rat. I don't like discarding 2 diplomats is the thing. Develop an estate and gain yet another develop. At some point, there's too many develops, you know? But I guess there's no reason to do it now. Yeah, I think... So we've gained just 2 cards, I guess. Play, develop, gain to develop. Play, develop, gain to develop. Felt like more. So you could develop another sycophant into another develop. And then go for triumph. Maybe duchy triumph. Oh, we don't have money for duchy. I guess we could buy Theodem. I don't think that can be possibly correct. Probably better to get another diplomat. Oh, we have a warlord in play. Good. Whoa, what did you research last turn? Archer. No more archer for you. Okay, that's good. Yikes, double province. I mean, that big research, but still, I think that was pretty unlikely even so. We can triumph again this turn. Develop gets us more cards than Soothsayer does. So we sycophant, discarding develop, copper. Or would we rather develop a... I think we would rather develop... Yeah, we would want to develop diplomat into... sorry, develop Soothsayer into diplomat territory, and then we also get a gold. And I guess we buy a copper. Oh no. Oh no. Why? that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. I don't know why I did that. Alright, well, punished for trying to do stuff. I think, I didn't really have a coherent vision there. I would believe that it's possible with a more coherent vision, but I didn't have it. An inauspicious start, to be sure. Okay. No villages until Bustling Village or Citadel, I guess. The trashing is only Bishop. No plus buy. So like Bishop is going to be the way to get additional points. Well, in Fleet, I guess, and very occasionally Fool, but meh. That's unpleasant. We could Cave Dwellers in a state. If we get a 5, great. If we don't, we at least get our buy into the shuffle. I guess I'm down for that. Yeah, alright. Alright, I think this is Settlers. I don't think we're taking Fool's Gold here. Advisor does not seem very good. Do I want the silver? Do I want an underling? I do actually think I'm going to want a bishop at some point. It's not clear to me exactly when. Settlers and underling has some nice synergy to it. And also, like, the torture stuff. I'm kind of leaning towards no silver right now. Not really trying to hit a high price. Well, I mean, Citadel would be good, obviously. That's going to be pretty hard to hit without taking another silver, admittedly. I think I'm going to take the underling, though, and not take the silver, I'd say. Fool may be worth contesting. Like, it does... It does also have synergy with Settlers. Kind of anti-synergizes with getting attacked by Torturer, but that's going to be slow to come online. We could take a second torturer. I think I'm going to do that. Like, there is a decent chance of terminal collision, but there's a lot of upside to it, too. Alright, so... what now? The thing it's going to be so slow to uncover the bustling villages. Like, we could just take a gold. Try to use that to hit Citadel. Hmm. Yeah. And at some point here, we're going to have a turn with not much money, and we're going to go back and buy like another settlers or whatever, but I don't think we want to discard a card into our shuffle, so I think I'm just going to play the Torturer, not use Cave Dwellers. Alright, this would be a good turn to pick up another settlers. Or another underling. I think settlers. This would probably be... never mind. Do I want to use my cave dwellers here? Torturer misses the shuffle. If I find it. It misses the shuffle either way, I suppose. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we drew 2 estates. Sad times. Do we want to invest in an advisor? Ugh. It's so underwhelming. It's with... if we hit Citadel, it is better, admittedly. I guess I'll take an advisor. I'm not excited about it. Not excited. Should I? Yeah, I think that silvers are bad for what you're trying to do with the advisors. This would have been a good time to use the cave dwellers if I had a card to discard with the cave dwellers. I don't. I'm probably going to reveal Torture here. Using cave dwellers or not doesn't really affect the odds of that. I could cycle out the lucky coin, I guess. Okay, that worked out okay. At least I get the gold. Oh, this is so lame. Classic advisor being poop. One short. Now, taking that last settlers can't really be a good idea. Oh, they got it. I've got to discard this torture. There's no way it makes sense to keep that. I don't actually know if you should give me the advisor or the gold. Yeah, seems pretty reasonable. Oh, come on! Ugh. God damn it. Ugh. Should I take one more gold? So. And then if I fail to hit Citadel again, I'm gonna seriously consider taking Bishop. Of course, the problem is, yeah, well, I was gonna province, and I'm just behind. Now I won't get to put any good cards into my hand because stupid advisor is stupid. Oh, it's so painful. Okay, we actually hit. Like, there's no way we don't hit Citadel now. I think I do have to take it, even though I'm already a turn behind. It's just, it seems too important. Oh no. Oh no, don't do this to me. Damn it. Do I have to take a curse here? I think I do. Oh wow, you only have 4. You didn't take the bishop. Well, I am going to take bishop. This seems like a good opportunity to go for bustling village if that's what you want to do. I guess it's not. Ugh. That was scary. Oh boy. Rip my frickin' bishop. Oh, God, I hate advisor. I guess I have to just take province here. It's so painful. I guess Settlers is mostly just better than Wisp. Oh my God. So far behind. Cave Dwellers. I think I'll save that for a turn when I don't have a reasonable starting hand. Oh God, I found the bishop amazing. Okay, what do we trash here? So we don't need the lucky coin right now. It's worth 2 points to trash that. State is net 0 because you gain 1, but you lose 1. Curse is net 1, so I guess trashing the lucky coin is better. I mean, it is a coin in the deck, but more points is more points. We're only going to get so many opportunities to do this. Okay, okay. I think double advisor is going to be better than double underling. I'm not totally sure. I think I will trash a copper. It's debatable for sure. I think you take fleet here. I mean, you could take duchy, but fleet has got to be as good as duchy at least. I haven't really been counting fairgrounds points. I disagree with that. So we have province, estate, curse, gold, silver, copper. We did trash the lucky coin, so that's kind of bad. But bishop, settlers, torture, underling, advisor, fairgrounds would be 12. So we were never making 15 anyway, realistically. Oof. Oh my God. I guess I do take province here. It's, I mean, I don't know, like, not totally clear that I should do that, but no bishop. No. Oh no. What? If we assume for the sake of argument that I find my bishop, which I'm definitely going to need to do if Malo provinces, can I afford to take a curse? Can I afford not to? Ugh. It's really hard to believe Malo isn't. Wait, what? You got back around to the. No! No! That's so rude. Oh, there goes the bishop. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay, well, at least you have to choose. Gave me the bishop. Interesting. So if we trash a gold, we get 4 points. We buy fleet. What's the comeback mechanism if they buy province? There probably isn't one. There probably isn't one. I mean, we probably just lost. We've got to buy fleet, right? There's no... I mean, I guess we could buy fairgrounds. Trash curse by fairgrounds. Trashing curse is 2 points. So that's 6 points. That puts us at 28. Maybe that is better. And Malo gets a trash a curse too, but that was going to happen either way. If Malo buys province, fleet doesn't save us. So we're going to assume that Malo doesn't province here. And what is this hand? What is this hand? I guess we can do the Cave Dwellers thing too. That does look like a turn that might not... Oh, never mind. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think... I don't know. I don't really know that there was a whole lot of... like... a whole lot I could have done to change that. I mean... I had... I mean, I didn't take the Fool. Like, maybe the Fool was worth it, but... I don't know. No, I don't really believe in it when you've already got the 2 Tortures in the deck. And your village options are limited at the point where you're taking it. It doesn't seem great. Yeah. I mean, Malo hit Citadel a couple turns before. I'd hit 7 like 2 turns in a row. Malo hit Citadel. I kind of think that was the difference maker. Guess I should have queued while I was talking. Okay, so donate star chart. Well, do we want star chart? What's the plan here? What are we aiming to get before we donate? Villages are very limited on this board. So like we're probably aiming to do we're probably not yeah, there's not really draw, so we're probably not aiming to draw like anything really. We probably just wanna what does this do? Okay. That does seem worth having, although we can only gain so many cards. But yeah, I think we can use astrologers instead of star chart, so we probably don't care about star chart. I think we're gonna open double silver and then try to get bureaucrat. I kind of get it, but I also kind of don't. It's not where I want to be spending my terminal space at the very least. Like I'd rather have like a kiln, guildmaster, falconer. We can hit 5 here. Well, okay, we'll hit 5 next turn. We could take Snowy Village now in anticipation of wanting it. Gives me plus buy. I think I will do that. Alright, Falconer, Kiln, Guildmaster, what do we want? Guildmaster, with the Snowy Village, we get the plus buy. So we're going to have 2 silvers. Guildmaster gives us 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins. It's not amazing. What we could do is kiln. Go for kiln first, kiln a silver, and then take a treasury, and then start kilning treasuries. We grab a guild master the turn after that, and we never get falconer. Yeah, I think I'm down for that. Right, donate is at the start of this turn. That's so confusing. That doesn't matter at all. Will I have enough money to take treasury this turn? Only 2 debt? Maybe I will. 2 silvers, a kiln, 6 coins. If I keep 1 copper, I will. Maybe the snowy will was a mistake. Maybe I should have gotten the extra silver. Wait. But then again, 1 copper is probably not going to kill me. I don't know why I'm playing this particularly, but... Oh, I could take a changeling. Sure. Well, I might not actually get to play my kiln in front of my treasury. Oh, we got it. Alright, we want... We actually do take star chart. Here. Or we could take another changeling. Okay. I think I want to make sure I top deck my snowy village, though. Does that make the guildmaster redundant? Probably still not. You can get a snowy village off of that. That's actually pretty good. Oh! Wait, why is it waiting for you? You already gained the snowy village. What the hell? Bureaucrat as a changeling gainer is pretty amusing. Oh wait, why did I do it in that order? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just take changeling here. I think so. Do we want to go ahead and province at this point? Think so. And do we want to take one? Would you take a changeling or do we take a snowy? I think I'm gonna take a changeling. Okay, so on top we want snowy, treasury, treasury, kiln. Maybe that wasn't totally correct, but... This would actually be better if it was the one where you discard cards out of your shuffle instead of top decking them. Because then we could like discard the copper and the province and never have to see them. It'd be really nice. just top decking doesn't change the fact that you still have to go through the other cards. And it's more efficient because you get to discard 2 cards rather than 1. Oh well. Getting a changeling at this point doesn't do too much. I think I might prefer to have another snowy village. Okay, I'm gonna go 1 snowy village. We're gonna take the guild master this time, I think, and treasuries. Because we're not anticipating the kiln being super relevant here. Well, that is a terrible order for this to be in. Holy crap. Maybe I shouldn't have top decked the snowy? I don't know. Oh god. Alright, I guess we're... not provincing this turn. Guess we're gonna take another guild master. We could... Do we buy an estate? We buy 2 estates? If I had 5 duchy, it would be very obvious, but I don't. Hmm. So I'm gonna buy 2 estates. Feels really bad, but... that was just disgusting. Turn. whatever reason, our opponent is not suffering similar indignities. I don't really understand why. Okay, I don't think we want either a silver or a changeling. Do we? Not really. Alright, so we want to go Snowy Guildmaster Treasury, I think. Tide Pools would make sense if you could play it, but oh, I guess if you top deck it. If I'd had 4 coins, it would have made sense for me to get a Tide Pools, but I didn't. I only had 3. I mean, I guess you could argue that I should have taken one of those times that I had 12 earlier, but at that point, it wasn't nearly as good. So if we take Province Duchy here, we lose to Province Duchy. How afraid are we of that? They only top decked 1 card, but Tide Pools is pretty good here. We could, if we take double Duchy, and they play the Tide Pools, then like the following turn is going to be pretty garbage. We don't have especially good cards coming up, though. All 3 of our provinces and another estate. The Kiln. 3 provinces, estate, Kiln, silver, copper, treasury. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. They didn't top deck the Tide Pools? That's surprising. Welp. Guess we're taking an estate. I mean, we could take a Tide Pools. I mean, we need our opponent to miss province, which, I mean, they could. This top deck the silver, it just doesn't tell you that? That's weird. What does estate protect against? Nothing much. Yeah, I think we take the Tide Pools. And top deck treasury. Sure. I think we're gonna lose here. Yeah. What did I do wrong here? I don't know. Having all those silvers good? Maybe it was. Okay. Broker and count are the trashing. We can open with count. Maybe we'd rather open with Sea Witch, though. Can't open with Broker and Sea Witch, but you could open Experiment Sea Witch. Like, count is pretty bad at dealing with curses, so I think that makes sense. And given the opportunity, I will take a second Sea Witch before I go for Trasher. I think I really care about Circle of Witches, but just being able to trash is reason enough to get Broker. Alright, we could take count, but take the Broker. There's an argument for not playing this experiment. But I think the possibility to get off a big hostelry purchase has me leaning towards going ahead and playing it. Okay, well, not a big one. We still probably want a hostelry. We should note the only plus buy here is Herbalist, which is pretty bad. Oh, there's Monkey too. Okay, never mind. We don't need to do that. We have... Okay, we have our hostelry down there, so let's just take this for coins and take, I think, another hostelry, and then we can start thinking about Baker or something, I guess. Well, this would be a good hostelry buy. And we can always use the horses as monkeys, so having overdraw there is not a bad thing. Yeah, I think that's the play. want to get. I mean, it's like a way to add payload in a sense. It's like to get the overdraw. And then play the horses as monkeys and use that to add more payload. Although, actually, this turn it makes more sense to use the hostelries that way, I suppose. Since we have no sea witches to play. This is a little unfortunate. Oh well. So do we take another hostelry, or do we take like double experiment, experiment C chart, double C chart? I'm gonna invest in something that's actually making me some forward progress here. I think I'm gonna go with double C chart. So my opponent obviously has done more trashing than I have. In fact, it looks like they've trashed all their copper. But they don't really have a deck. Trash with count maybe 3 times, which is kind of a lot. Times to trash with count. Alright. I think we have enough hostelries. I think I'm just going to take another C chart. And like they don't have the broker, so they can't like trash the remaining curses that they have without doing even more. Like, yeah, like that's another. It's like trash with the count like 4 times, which is it's a lot. That's what it is. Eventually. And we're gonna get to give out the last curse too, because their sea witch is in play. They also actually start with a smaller hand size because of sea witch, which is funny. Like they're over trashed. They're over trashed, and yet they're gonna have curses that they can't get rid of. So yeah, I feel pretty good about the situation. I think the order here matters, right? We're pretty much just trying to find hostelries or other sea charts. Okay, so we can... I think I'm gonna want to trash these coppers. The broker. It's gonna be slow, but we're gonna do it. Got enough C charts that I think I'm down to start taking some bakers. We're not gonna get junked anymore, so we will start making our way through the coppers. It might actually at some point be worth picking up a count for duchy gaining. Like, that's pretty efficient compared to the weak +5 payload here. You want to do that now? No, I want to make my C charts better right now. Eight curses. Yeah, they have 2 curses. Right. Resting again. I feel like you're going to be very limited in your options. Guess I play the hostelry first in case I can find a baker. Yeah. 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 Alright. I don't want to play the Sea Witch normally. Play the baker normally. Okay. You're getting to the point where a count could make sense. I mean, we could just take a gold, but the count does offer some additional flexibility. It is a little bit risky in terms of drawing deck because, you know, top decking or discarding, like we need more draw to offset it, but it's a weird choice, I feel like. I guess what we do is we top deck Baker. Oh well, we missed the hostelry. Does that mean we want to not trash a copper here? Probably does mean. I mean, we could take a hostelry and 3 horses or 2 horses. Hmm. Otherwise, we have between 8 and 12 coins. We could just go double Baker or Baker C chart. I mean, I feel like I'm in a good spot to where as soon as my opponent starts greening, I can start greening pretty comfortably. I think I'm going to go Baker C chart. I'm assuming that they're planning to do that because they keep questing, but maybe not. I don't know. Because they're not investing in any draw. I guess they got the second Sea Witch, but other than that. Okay, now they are. I think. Let's play the Sea charts. At some point, we probably do want another hostelry, but I don't think it needs to be now. Well, so we have 3 hostelries, and the terminals we play are Sea Witch, Count, Monkey. Another hostelry potentially lets us get another buy. Yeah, I think hostelry Baker then. I mean, it could be hostelry Province, but again, I feel like I don't need to go first in greening. I guess I do need to be a little bit concerned about what happens when I start greening and then like my C charts start hitting less often, but taking experiments could help offset that. There's also the possibility that if my opponent lowers piles enough that I can just pile out. Do a big... Oh, did I count? I don't think I counted broker when I was talking about my actions, but I think I undercounted my plus actions too. Okay, they did go for province, so... Gah. Well, that was overwhelming. I think I do still want to keep trashing coppers, right? Yeah, probably. They're pretty bad. Okay. We take province, certainly. So just do that. And if we take C chart here, there's no way our opponent can afford duchy, C chart, hostelry, but like we could afford. Well, I mean, presumably they'll province, so there's probably not too much advantage in that. But I mean, another C chart will still be good. That's kind of surprising shuffle to trigger. I guess if you know you have 2 junk cards on top with the Sea Witch, that's not so bad. I guess they drew both their curses? Plus the... Never mind. Let's see. Okay. It's close. If we can... Should try to save a C chart for this. So if we like broker the Sea Witch, do we? So we need province, C chart, hostelry. That's probably too much. We could also count for duchy, and then we need duchy, C chart, hostelry. That's still probably too much. It's 11 for these. Plus 5 is 16. We have 7 coins, 8 coins, 9, 10 coins, 15 coins, 16 coins if we play a monkey, but we need more monkeys than that. Right. In fact, we do this. Yeah, we don't have the money for it. That's okay. Top deck. Actually, maybe should be. Maybe I should have been. Set this up so the province actually was on top of my deck. That might have actually made some sense. All right, I think for this turn we want to go double monkey rather than trashing a copper. So we're taking another province. And then... we just take experiments. That will still effectively add payload. Possibly more than the Baker would. I don't believe in my opponent's ability to empty these, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Okay, well, turns out we're fine. Honestly, it's pretty surprising that they're drawing as well as they are. I mean, they don't have much junk, but 3 golds, 2 curses, 2 provinces. I have 2 provinces and 2 coppers. They have almost twice as much junk, and it's hard to say who has more draw. Like, I have more sea charts. They have an extra sea witch. They're taking the duchy. They are, in theory, capable of double provincing, probably. Maybe not. And almost certainly not, now that they've added a province and a duchy. And the sea witch is sifting rather than drawing. Well, okay, now they've got... I play the Baker. I think I play the Baker because I want to see a hostelry. Yeah. Maybe I'm doing this wrong to play the seat charts over the experiments. I don't know. That last card is definitely a count. The sea chart is not going to draw. So I might as well... Okay, can we win? It's going to be harder to win now than it was last turn, so I guess I'm not going to worry about that. So we do is we discard 2 provinces or top deck a province. I guess we discard 2 provinces, we play hostelry, we draw it. Then we have 4 actions to monkey or whatever. Do we want duchy or do we want coins? 9, 10, 13. I think at this point we want duchy. We also put 2 green cards on top of our deck, which is in some ways better. You do need to be on the lookout for opportunities to use broker to win the game. I don't think we have that now. By trashing a province or whatever, but next turn we could well. I actually don't have as many actions as I thought. So I think I might be meant to take double duchy here. Just to hedge against my opponent double provincing. Although maybe that's not protecting enough against them emptying piles. Yeah, it's probably not. Alright, I guess we take... I mean, they're really unlikely to province duchy. I mean, to double province. Because, like, they don't have... Do they even have the coins in their deck? They have 3 gold. They have 4 hostelries, which means 5 terminal actions. 2 of which go to Sea Witch and count. So 3 of which could go to Monkey. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Count is 15. I think they literally lack the money unless unless they can like draw back around to count gaining a copper, which seems just not doable. Do I take the duchy? I think I do. So they've got 1 hostelry. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't take duchy there. Huh. Okay. Kind of an odd time to resign. I guess you figure I'm easily set up for double province with broker. And if you go province duchy, like, then all I need to do is also province duchy or something. Maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe I just needed a province. Okay. I probably like did not play that game as well as I could have. Like I probably ramped too slowly. The quest was a fairly efficient way to add payload, ultimately. I think they should have picked up a broker at some point to trash the curses and have more reach. Should click the button. All right, so we've got stockpile and inventor with like DTX stuff. We're gonna open stockpile salvager. Yeah, the goal is to do an inventor megaturn. We want to get captains, which are going to be played as inventors, and also, like, to some extent, Wishing Well and Farming Village. And we can order them to do Wishing Well and Farming Village so they can be, like, stronger draw that way if we want. We're going to need some hunting lodges as well. Captain as inventor also allows captain to be played as hunting lodge, which is cool, or treasury. Well, I mean, regular Inventor allows that too. But, like, the point is, if you have multiple captains in play... I mean, granted, multiple captains in play is probably not when you want to be playing Hunting Lodge, but... This is all assuming we get to play this game. At this point, seems questionable. Guess I'm gonna get some water. Well, I would like to play this board. But I guess I'm not going to get to. I believe we've played this player already, I think in the first game. So, peasant stuff, lookout is the trashing. Druid could be pretty good with Earth's Gift. To gain stuff, I mean, Importer probably better, but Architect's Guild. When you gain a card, you may spend 2 favors to gain a cheaper non-victory card. Okay, and we can do that right away. So we can do, like, Lookout, Peasant, and Importer Peasant, or something? Monkey, maybe? I mean, there's some terminal collision risk there, obviously. Maybe we take a silver. All right, I think... I mean, it's possible we should save some of the favors. There's no other liaison. But... Well... getting stuff in the opening is pretty good. There's plus buy, so we're not going to lack opportunities to do that again. Like to get stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Lookout, Peasants. Don't like opening island. Not at all. Maybe I should have done Lookout, Peasant, Exploration. That could have been reasonable. We could also do double Lookout, actually. That might indeed be the way to go. Lookout, Peasant again. Yeah, I think I like that. Maybe I take Exploration here. We're going to want an Importer too, but... We take exploration now, we can play both of our peasants next turn if they collide, so yep. So we could take another peasant. We could take a druid. Druid might just be better anyway. We could also take a stables. We could Seaway Peddler. That's interesting. I mean, we could probably do that later, but I mean, if we want plus buy in our deck, we probably do. The opportunity cost is actually probably lower now than it will be later. I mean, stables, again, might indeed be better, but I think I want to strike while the iron is hot on this. We are going to need to be careful with, like, if we're trying to draw with stables, with how we do. I mean, I guess we could add plus card to Peddler. Something to consider for sure. Yeah, maybe that is the play. We just go double Peddler here, or do we take an Importer? Or do we take another Peasant? And try to get... Because if we're going to go for Teacher, we might want another Disciple. There's also Monkey. And then, of course, I guess we also have to think about plus action. I definitely want a Peddler. I think getting another peasant is the way to go here. I'm not totally sure about that, but I think this is just going to be another Peddler. Like, if we're going to put tokens on it, then it'll be pretty good to have a bunch of them. And maybe we never do any plus action stuff with Teacher. We just use Disciple. You know, leave off my Peddlers. Although we should be able to get a whole bunch of them here. Gotta leave the fugitive on top, right? I think so. Yeah, is there any reason for this not to just to be quad Peddler? I don't think there is any reason for it not just to be quad Peddler. 1, 2, 3. So we've got at least 6 Peddlers, maybe 7. I think 7. Ah, yes, we're gonna have 9 Peddlers. Perfect. Do we look out first at this point, or do we play fugitive? We probably... I think I'm gonna play fugitive. Okay, well, apparently I should have done lookout first. Dang it! Okay, we know we have junk coming up here. But I would really like at this point to trash that second lookout. Okay, we're obviously buying the last peddler. And we're gonna get a teacher. Island is not ridiculous at this point. I mean, we could just go. We could go island gold. Like, try to island, like, the lookout or something. We could just go for province and then get the island. Yeah. Nah. I think island gold. Well, we don't have the... Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if I'm supposed to be trying to keep a soldier around for the attack. I don't really think so. Anyway, we got 8 peddlers. It's not bad. Could have had 9, though. Rip peddler. Let's default keep you. No teacher. Dang. We do have the other lookout in those 5 cards. We also have teacher, 6 peddlers, the 7th one. So we have teacher, peddler, lookout, and disciple. Yeah, let's just island this bad boy. I think I'm going to take island gold again, actually. In theory, we should be able to set up some kind of lookout trash still with the discard, but I mean, obviously it'll be easier once we... Do we want to keep the lookout around? Or do we want to just say, we're thin enough? Once we have the... I think we're going to be thin enough. I think I'm going to island the lookout. We want... What do we want? I mean, we could take a stables, I guess. Take an island and a druid. I mean, we don't really have terminals in our deck. Take a mine to upgrade these coppers. Druid would mostly just be to gain us more islands, which I think is probably fine. Alright, now we're going to be off to the races. Our peddler labs. You discipled importer? Awkward. Wait. Oh, I can't. I'm so dumb. I totally forgot about that. Holy crap. Okay. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh my god. Oh god, I forgot. I have to like seaway something else, which would be fine. Ugh, yeah, let's just not even call the teacher. Oh my god, that's so bad. I mean, I definitely don't need this many buys, right? So... Okay, we're gonna go province, and then we're gonna go seaway on... What did I buy last turn? I did buy a druid. Okay. Importer. I don't know. I don't need the plus buy. I just need to move the token. I think I would rather gain an importer. I guess you could just take an island. Do we want another druid? No, I don't think so. Yikes. I obviously could have played around that. Like, I could have Seawayed the previous turn. Seawayed Island. No Druid, whatever, who cares? Or Seawayed Druid, it wouldn't really matter. Ugh. I don't think that's going to cost me the game. Like, I think my position is strong enough that I can withstand the mistake, but yeah, that was a big oversight. Like, even if it kicked the plus buy token off, I'd be like, whatever, I don't care. We could disciple Island. And also Druid for Island. Well, if we're going to do that, we should do it now. I guess we could have discipled Druid. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Feeling pretty good about this now. We can hit double province without that last copper, which means we can island that too. Or island the teacher, or whatever. I don't think my opponent will be able to hit double. Even if they do hit double, I should still win. I guess there's also a pile out thing potentially, but they don't have another disciple, so not really. I mean, there's, even if they did, they couldn't afford all of that. They do have 3 buys, but I can't imagine they have, like, however many coins that would be. Yeah. I don't think it's safe for you to take province at all, although I guess it's probably not safe for you to not take province either. Where is my freaking disciple? Thank you. Yeah, we just disciple the peddler again. The province, island, the province. No, that's not useful at all. I was thinking that it was the other one, the duration one, Rivers? Rivers? Yeah, I think Rivers. But it was not. Okay. We have... This seems kind of awkward. No trashing. There is draw, but it's going to be inconsistent, I expect. Crop rotation will help. I think we're just opening double silver. There's also cursing with idle. I guess maybe crypt is worth getting here. I could see it. Like, there is a lot of draw. It's just gonna be tough, like with the relative to the poor plus action source. Oh, you know what? I should have taken a procession and butterflied it. I should have done that. Okay, well, we get crowd rotation. Opponent missed that as well. Okay, now I am going to take a procession and butterfly it. I don't think procession's like any good here, actually. But, you know, we can butterfly it. As it happens, it may have actually been better that I didn't open with the procession, because we hit 6 on a turn where we would have otherwise hit only 5. Well, this is excessive, but regardless, it's got to be Wharf. I don't think hireling ever really makes sense over wharf. Haunted Woods probably doesn't ever really either. Like, Haunted Woods actually helps with crop rotation potentially. We'll wait on Merchant Camp until we play a wharf and have plus buy. Guess we're actually hoping not to see the wharf here because we want to butterfly the procession. As for the crypt. You know, now would not be an unreasonable time to go for that myself. This is actually a little bit awkward if we end up drawing into our other wharf, but I think it makes more sense to still rotate the crops than to not. We want to get lots of money so we can buy stuff, right? It's harder to do that if we don't rotate our crops. Huh. We want to take 2 merchant camps. It's definitely not the most exciting thing to do, but this is also not the best crypt ever. So it goes. We are going to want the multiple merchant camps eventually, so I guess do it now. Idle. Yeah, that's a better crypt for sure. That is for sure. A better one. We didn't. Really? I mean... Okay. Got one on top now. 7. I think I just want another wharf. I think because our crypt was relatively small, I don't think it's going to make sense for us to get another one, but... Did not find our other wharf. Do we want a 3rd merchant camp? I guess so. Do we actually want to top deck either one of these? Think so. Not totally sure about that, but I guess maybe I should have taken a procession instead. To butterfly. Yeah, that probably would have been better. Forgot about it. I will attempt to take the last 2 wharves here. See whether we succeed or not. Looks like we should be succeeding. Yeah. Take the last 2 wharves. We could take another merchant camp and plan to butterfly it and then butterfly the procession, or we could just take a silver. I mean, the merchant camp has that flexibility, so I guess I prefer that. In particular, if we have overdraw somehow. I don't think we will, but if we do, leverage that. Oh good, we didn't get cursed still. Probably gonna want to take some idols now. What? Alright, we have 10, we have 14. If we play the merchant camp, we have 15. There's definitely some value in that. We could take like a magnate. Double idol magnate. Pretty reasonable. I want there to be an autoplay option that says top deck exactly one of these things. I guess there's just not an autoplay option at all. So that's fun. I definitely have a lot more draw than my opponent does. Am I getting cursed? No, I am not. They do have the second crypt. We'll see if they actually found it here. They did not. That's good. Always rotating them crops. We have yet to fail to rotate our crops. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting decision. I don't think there's any way it makes sense to butterfly this. Great. I mean, it's +1 coin. I guess I shouldn't complain. Alright, one more magnate, maybe 2 more idols? We get 2 idols, I feel better about setting aside all this stuff. Maybe I shouldn't set aside the silvers. I definitely want to set aside the idol, right? Because that will pretty much guarantee that I get to give out a curse next turn. Yeah, it's pretty much just a question of do we want to set silvers aside or not. I think not. I think we have enough draw that setting aside the silvers doesn't really make sense. This should last us till the end of the game, as it is. Although, we have what? We have the 2 silvers, we now have 4 idols, so So that's 8 from the idols. We have 2 coppers that we didn't find. That's 10. So we'll have 10 coins plus the merchant camps, of which we have like 4. That's 14. And this is probably good enough. Yeah, we should set aside the silvers. We can go like province hireling or something. Discard, discard. If we can give out 2 curses next turn, like, you know, be better than giving out 1. We can also, if we really have overdraw, I guess we could butterfly a magnate into a hireling. I have to imagine we're getting cursed here. Well, maybe not. Yeah, okay. We do have to watch pile situation at this point, of course. I think that second crypt is not looking good right now. Oh, really? Come on, I have 2... The magnates will draw more cards, but the wharf, getting the wharf into play... If I play magnate here, I'm guaranteed to find my other idol. And get out 2 curses. Ah. It's probably what I should do. It feels bad, but... Right. It's helpful. Thank you. Do we take another merchant camp? Man, we like so easily could have drawn deck here. Like actually drawn deck. Like not like drawn a bunch of stuff dead. We could take a procession. Yeah, I mean, processing magnate into hireling would not be bad. Yeah, I guess I will take a procession. And processing a merchant camp isn't out of the question either. Uh-oh. Wind's Gift. Means we're more likely to get a curse. Nope. Okay. Good. Let's see how much I regret not having that third wharf in play here. The other thing the procession does is allow me to gain a duchy. My opponent does not have any 4 costs in their deck, so they cannot do this thing. So we could process the magnate here. We don't have another merchant camp with which to play a hireling is the problem with that plan. We do draw exactly if we just play the magnate. Like, we could just butterfly the procession here. Hireling that we don't play this turn is not very good, I think. So, just do that. Do we want to play this Wharf right now? We have double province. That's cool. Think. I mean, the odds are pretty good that we don't get another turn after next turn. So I think playing the Wharf is actually better. Okay, that's really good. I mean, we do have a lot of draw coming in next turn. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That gets us to 19. The silver gets us to 21, which means we can get an extra duchy. So I think this is a yes. Because if we process that magnate, we'll definitely draw a deck. Or a magnate. I guess butterfly magnate also allows us to get another gold, which would actually get us to double or triple province. Well, okay. We don't need that. It's bold to take a province here for my opponent, I think. Yeah, you, okay. Yep, that was, so I think just, like, my opponent there, I think, went for idle too early. The idols didn't really do much, like, initially. Like, I got more value out of them than they did. I gave out more curses. And meanwhile, I got to take all the wards. I mean, not literally all of them, but I took 6 to their 4, which is a pretty big difference. So, yeah, I think that was just better. Second Crypt didn't really work out. I think it could have. I could imagine it working out, but it did not. I think, like, I guess I think that that's a pretty tactical thing versus being a like a, oh, when you look at the board, you know you're going to get 1 or 2 or whatever. Like, I think it's more about how the game progresses. Okay, so we have Church. is our primary trashing. There is also replace. Draw is like town plus barge and gear. There's also hamlet. There's also pathfinding. Pathfinding on hamlet or town would both be good. What's the reaction on Clerk? Oh, yeah. So I could see opening Clerk Church. Gear Church could certainly also make sense. Clerk has you top deck a card, which is rougher than just a discard, but it is only one card. I think gear is going to be better in the opening. We're definitely taking a church. Oh, not talking. I disapprove. It's close. It is close. We want to hit replace. I think I'm going gear, but it is close. Alright, this will be set aside 2 estates and buy a hamlet, I think. I mean, it could... You could definitely argue against the need for hamlet, but... Like, if we get a bunch of... Whoa, second Clerk. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take replace. It's not gonna do much to help us at pathfinding, but we weren't hitting pathfinding this shuffle anyway. Actually, 2 estate. Yeah, there's no reason to top deck copper over hamlet, is there? I guess hamlet's not doing anything next turn either, really, but... What the heck is this Clerk spam? I mean, I think I do want to take a Clerk, although I could take town. Could also take another gear. I think I'm going to go with town. Alright, we'll just top deck the hamlet again, I think. Church, set aside copper, replace copper. What the heck is going on? Like, what is this? The question is, do we want to curse our opponent or do we want to take a hamlet? Like, the hamlet isn't really doing anything. But, yeah, it's thinning. This is not really one that I wanted to. The one I wanted to see the replace. Like, getting 2 more hamlets is not really useful. Although, you know, we can always replace them too. But we need more draw cards. This Clerk. I don't understand. Um, yeah, we should probably take another gear, right? What? I'm so confused. Do we just do a bunch of set-aside stuff here? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, so I'm just going to top that copper. I am just utterly baffled by this. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. Let's replace state into another town. We clearly need more payload now. Although the towns will help with that. Should I just take a silver? I think so. I'm gonna be irked when I lose to mass clerk because I'm not building correctly. Although, I mean, I am so confused. Really want to find. Okay, there we go. Replace state into another town. Church, and maybe trash nothing and buy it. We do want one clerk. I need more than that, but... Oh, wait. That was the wrong thing to top deck. That was the wrong thing to top deck. I totally just... That was really stupid. That was really stupid. Ugh. We have 7 coins, which is really annoying. Alright, let's just take a barge. Shall we? This time, top decking the copper is totally fine. Why wouldn't you just buy province at this point? I don't understand. Like, I feel like you actually would be in pretty good shape. Man. Where's my barge? Okay. So we can play town for coins and do pathfinding, which I think I'm going to do on Hamlet. I mean, it could be better to do it on town. Well, really, it shouldn't matter. I think I'm going to do it on Hamlet. Okay, now we should finally start getting somewhere. Unfortunately, because our opponent has been screwing around rather than buying province, I think we will have time to catch up here. Build this card for action. Alright, let's go ahead and play you as a village. This one too, I think. Probably next turn the barge. I want to play the clerk, I want to play the barge, I want to play the replace, gear, so I guess that means I'm playing town for actions. It's not really what I want to do though, either. Could replace copper into Hamlet and then if I do gear, don't set aside Hamlet, discard for actions. Hamlet. I still don't have enough money. Crap. Okay, well, what do we do? Wheelwright? Like, our draw is improving here. We should be able to use more towns for payload. I think Wheelwright. Villain does not help. I mean, I guess we could take Road Network, but I'm only going to be buying one province per turn anyway. Yeah, let's get Wheelwright. And then we're going to want to... I'm going to want to start attacking with Replace. Probably. What? We want to trash this copper. I'm thinking we Wheelwright for... I mean, maybe we just don't use the Replace this turn. think this is the only copper I have left. Oh, I have a silver, right, okay. So I could replace that. I think we... What do we want? The wheelwright. Now let's play another Hamlet first. I think I discard the... Well, this replace if I want a 5-cost clerk otherwise. Let's go replace... Get another barge. Okay, so we're gonna do gear. Maybe we are gonna set aside. We could set aside gear replace, not play the replace this turn. If we do that, we have 5 actions. To, well, in that case, we might as well set aside gear town. Go. Next turn, barge, clerk attack, coins, province. We can probably chast the church at this point. Why do you want a Hamlet? I don't understand. Hamlets do nothing for you. I mean, I guess they're denial, but like... Whatever. Okay, so we're obviously discarding province. What are we getting with it? So if we do replace province into province. Well, we could just take another Hamlet for draw, of course. Another town. Take another town. Oh, right. We're going to want to replace the church. Well, I'll do that later. Discard for action again? I don't think so. Okay, so we do next turn barge, clerk, replace. That's 3. Town is 4, 5. 1 is 6. What are we replacing barge into? Maybe another I mean, we could just replace into a Hamlet, honestly. But are we going to have enough to buy a Hamlet? Here, let's do that. Next turn, Clerk. Coins. Coins. We don't have as much money as I thought. Or as many actions, rather. Messed this up. I had the draw to do one more discard. 10. So we could just not play the gear, I suppose. It's kind of bad, but replace church into duchy, probably. And then buy province Hamlet. Five towns left. That's the easiest pile out. It's weird that they're not like... Oh, they do have a buy from the barge. Okay, never mind. What? I almost hope my opponent replaces curse into a state because it'll give me fodder. Duchy Road Network. Okay. Getting to the point where maybe we don't want to discard for action. This is the really annoying thing about piloting this deck. How many cards did we discard? 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly at all. We get another replace. Oh, you know, if we get a villain. Oh, the order is wrong. Yeah, they just get to draw back the card they top decked. So it really doesn't matter. Okay, so if we get another replace, the next turn, we can threaten empty the provinces. So Clerk and 3 towns is province. Like we can set aside like gear replace, not even do a replace, or we could replace duchy into duchy and give them another curse. Set aside gear town, or play the other gear. Yeah, probably play the other gear. Makes more sense. Set aside province, town. We can't play all these actions though. Set aside province, replace. We might not find the other replace though. Clerk, silver. We only need to play 2 towns, I guess. For money. So we could set aside. We could set aside the. They are gonna have their replace, which is a slightly scary proposition. Maybe I'm not meant to take province here. In which case I can just set aside like silver. Could I could replace province into province. It does draw them another card though. Yeah, probably not the play. Maybe just take another barge. That might actually be the best play. Or I could take road network myself. Maybe that's better. Okay. Well, we should be good to go here. So we need to get. I mean, if we take a third replace, then we don't need to play any towns for coins. We just triple replace. I guess we need to play 1 town for coins. Triple replace province into province by duchy. Is that easier than double replace? I don't know. I think. I guess we're gonna discard this. So 3 actions will let us play 2 replaces and 1 town for coins. We have the clerk in play already. The silver. We need 2 towns. Okay, this is This is a good option. You know we're going to play one town for action, so I guess we can do that. Do we want to take that third replace? I think so, because we can also replace something into a duchy. And that'll also be useful. Alright. We can definitely discard for action at least one more time. So 3 replaces. We might as well discard for action again. I mean, I think this is just easily guaranteed. All right, well, that was certainly a game. Took quite a while. Oh, I should probably stop. It's been 3 hours. I think I've made negative progress overall. Yeah, my mu dropped a little bit. I'm in the same position on the leaderboard, but I can't tell if my level went up or down. Like, I didn't pay attention to the decimal, but those losses at the beginning were no good. But yeah, that mass clerk thing was better than I'd have thought. Like, I do get the thought process of like, okay, I can react them and they can be non-terminal, but I don't know. It seems very inflexible. As you add more green to the deck, you're more likely to just stop. Like you have, and you can have like, I don't know. Yeah, it just seems very inflexible, I guess, is the point. Like, yeah, it's like a conspirator if you have it in your opening hand once you pathfound it. Before that, it's kind of awkward, and even after that, it's not if you don't have it in your starting hand. It is a stop card. So like every clerk that's not in your starting hand is a stop card. I mean, my deck was certainly annoying to pilot because like pathfinding Hamlet means that you're like, okay, like, do I want to discard? Do I want to discard? Do I want to discard? Ugh. I think I did a reasonably good job of finding the right balance most of the time, but it's definitely annoying. It sure would have been easier to find town, although honestly that would have had some of the same problem, because then it would have been like, well, do I want to take it, want to take it for village or take it for coins? So I don't know. It was definitely an awkward board from that perspective. But I think, yeah, I mean, I think my deck was just way more, like, it had way more control, not just in the sense that we normally talk about deck control, and just in terms of being able to draw your deck. I mean, that is part of it, but also just in terms of like my turns were much less at the whims of my shuffles. So, which is partially about is partially a reliability thing, but also just like being able to do gain in play and things like that. In any case, the thing though is that they passed up taking province like a bunch of times. I don't know how many times, but like they took, it was the turn they took like the double wheel right, and they took a clerk on like 8 or 10 coins, and like I think if you're gonna do that, it's a rush strategy. Like, I mean, they ended up investing in like replace, and they invested in plus buy. I don't think that's what they should do. I think I would actually, if I was going to do that strategy, I might actually open double church, because like you really want to get rid of all your starting cards. I don't know if they did that in the end or not. I didn't pay attention, but like I did with just one church and replace, get rid of all my starting cards. They might have done that, but they had less like control over when they were going to be able to line those things up. So I wouldn't be totally surprised if they didn't, but I would have wanted to do it faster, so that like if I'm gonna do this mass Clerk thing, they do all like collide, boom, 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 boom. I mean, I guess investing in like a single hamlet or something like that could make sense, but I don't know. Like, it might be better to just basically buy clerks until you hit pathfinding, then get your pathfinding, then like buy province when you can, buy clerk if you can't, and just sort of rush down the provinces that way. Maybe you also take road network when you hit, like, I don't know when you take road network, but you might take road network instead of duchy at some point. Because like, if you have a big lead, with that deck, road network will like make it so that you don't dud in the face of your opponent getting a bunch of green cards to come back. So in that sense, like, road network is pretty good for the deck. It's just a question of timing. But in any case, I don't know. I don't think my build order was great. Like, the early hamlets that I got just didn't do anything. I mean, other than thin, but then I like at one point I was kind of like over thinned. The clerk attack was a big part of that. I kept not quite having as much money as I wanted, and maybe I didn't take enough gears early enough or something. But I wasn't punished for any of it, but I think I definitely could have been. But on the flip side, I also think that a better build order for my like general strategy could have potentially been several turns ahead of where I actually was. Like, maybe, part of it might be like how I played my towns early, but also like just maybe like replacing some hamlets instead of coppers. I don't know. I definitely would believe that my early game was not played well. I think the late game I was closer to playing correctly, but I still probably underplayed it. Like, I don't think I did as much with replace and wheel right as I probably could have. It was just really difficult to navigate. Anyway, that's enough yammering from me, I think. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for some more Dominion soon. I don't have anything scheduled yet, but there'll be Seaside 2E and Dominion League and more ladder. So until then.